Hello friends, welcome to my channel Piping Engineering 3D. In this lecture, we will try to measure the distance between two equipments, and we will also try to understand what are the different methods by which we can measure the distance between different equipments. So let's just get started. Here you can see I have already created one cylinder and there is one plate and there are two pumps. You can see this in the plan view. Let me just give this a graphical view. For this, just press shift plus effect as I'm working on the laptop. Otherwise on the desktop you can simply click on the effect button. Here you can see there are two pumps and this is one of the cylinder and this is the plate. So to measure the distance between these two pumps, just click on the distance measure. This dialog box will appear. Then just click on element, then select this pump and then just select this another pump. Here you can see the distance between these two pumps is 1000 mm. Here it is in this dialog box. You can see this is the 1000 distance on the offset x offset, that is direction. You can check this in the east direction by looking into the north. You can simply check this is the east direction and the x offset distance, that is 1000 mm. This is one of the method by simply clicking on the distance measure and then your selection should be on the element, then just click on one pump and on the another pump. We will try to measure this by another method. For this, just click on the distance measure. The selection should be on the graphics. Here you can see the dialog box will appear. Now just click on this pump and try to bring it to the center. Just try another way. Just click on this. Selection should be on the graphics. Select this pump and drag to the center. Your selection should be proper. Just click here and drag to the middle. Then the message will appear, measure distance start. Then select different pump and drag to the middle and release. Here now you can see the distance between these two pumps is 1000 mm. Here it is mentioned the offset x distance is 1000. These are two way. Now we will look into the wireframe. Here you can see if we wanted to put this pump on top of this plate, we have to measure the distance between this pump and this plate. So to measure this, there is one method. Just click on the measure distance. The selection should be now on the any. Now just click on this pump and drag to the middle point. Now again click on this plate and drag to the middle point. By this way, in the east, here you can see in the east direction the offset x distance, that is horizontal x, that is 500, and this z distance, that is up direction, that is 140 mm. That this is the offset z direction, that is 140. This is the up direction, and the z distance, that is 140. This is the horizontal distance, that is x, that is 500, that is 500 x. So to move this pump on top of the plate, we will now, first of all, our selection should be on the north, then select the pump. Now give the command in the command window by up 140 distance. Here you can see the pump is now on top of the plate. Here you can see it is in the middle of the cylinder, so we have to move this pump in a west direction. Here the east and here is the west. So we'll try to give the command by west. We'll give the random value, that is 300. Enter. We will again try to move this west by 200. Now we have successfully transferred this pump in the west direction. Now we will try to measure the distance between the second pump and the plate. For this, click on the measure distance. This dialog box will appear. Just click on this pump and drag to the middle. Now again click on the plate and drag to the middle. Here you can see the z direction, the z distance is 140 mm. Here is the z distance. You can see this by after rotating this. You can see this is the top of the plate and this is the pump bottom side, and the distance between these two is 140. So now we have to again move this pump by 140 mm. So first of all we will look into the north. We will exit this command. Our selection should be on this pump. Now we will try to give the command by up 140. Now this pump is on the plate. We have to move this pump to the east direction, that is this direction, east direction. We will give the command by E. The distance would be 500. As our selection was on the equipment, and under this equipment there is a selection was cylinder and the equipment, that is pump. So both of the cylinder and the pump has been moved. But now we will try to move the cylinder again back to the position. So we will give the command by west 500. So now the cylinder is back to its position. These are the three methods by which you can measure the distance. We will try to put this cylinder again on top of the plate. But for this we have to measure the distance between this bottom side of the cylinder and top of the plate. For this, select measure distance. Our selection should be any. Then now click this point and drag to the middle. Now click this point and drag to the middle. Here you can see we will try to move this. We will try to look in each direction. Here you can see the direction, that is the upward direction, 410 mm. So we have to move this cylinder up by 410 mm. For this we will give the command. Our selection is on the cylinder. We will type by up 410. Now enter. Here you can see the cylinder is now on top of the plate. By this you can measure the distance. With these commands you can move the equipment in a particular distance in a proper direction. We will try to look this into the north. We will try to look this in a graphical view. Here you can see we have successfully created and put this equipment on top of the plate. I hope you like this video. If you like my video, please do share it with your friends, and thanks for watching.